would be straightforward since we don't have kids, but the house and finances would still be complicated. Suggested a formal separation first to give both of us time to untangle things properly. I agreed and he drafted the paperwork on the spot, said he could have it served as early as Friday. The ball was rolling now, picking up speed with each day of silence. Thursday was when things escalated. I was working remotely from Theodore's dining table when the doorbell rang. Theodore answered, then came back looking uncomfortable. Abigail was outside, he said, crying, demanding to see me. I sat there frozen, coffee. See me? I sat there frozen, coffee to see me. I sat there frozen, coffee halfway to my lips as Theodore awkwardly asked if he should send her away or let her in. Neither option felt right. I wasn't ready to see her. Wasn't ready to hear whatever excuses Shed prepared. But sending her away felt like giving her ammunition, proof I was being unreasonable, so I nodded, and Theodore let her in. She looked terrible. Her unwashed, eyes red-rimmed, wearing what looked like the same sweater from days ago. She stood in the doorway, staring at me like she couldn't quite believe I was real. I didn't stand, didn't offer her a seat, just waited. She spoke first, asking if I was really having her served with separation papers. Apparently, Milton's assistant had called to verify our address, and Shed pressed until they revealed what the call was about. So much for the element of surprise. I said yes, I was. She asked why I wouldn't talk to her, wouldn't let her explain. Her voice kept catching like she had to force the words out. I told her there was nothing to explain. I heard what I heard. She said it wasn't what I thought. That Shed been stressed about work and bills, and her sister always brought out the worst in her, that she didn't mean it literally. It was just dark humor after a few glasses of wine. I asked her if she remembered what Shed said exactly. Hesitated, then claimed Shed said, I wish he'd just crash on the couch for a while and Id misheard. That's when I pulled out my phone, played the audio. Yes, I had a recording. Not because Id planned it. It'd been using a voice memo app to record gift ideas on the drive, trying to think of what else to get her for her birthday besides the cake. Never stopped the recording when I arrived. Pure accident or fate or whatever you want to call it. Her exact words in her exact voice. Odd, I hope he crashes. I could use the insurance, Mia's response, or at least a few months of silence, the laughter afterward. The color drained from Abigail's face as she heard herself. She tried to grab my phone, I moved it away. She started crying harder, saying it was taken out of context. She didn't mean it. She'd never hurt me. I just asked her one question. Would you have told me about this conversation if I hadn't heard it myself? Her silence was answer enough. Theodore had made himself scarce when she arrived, but now we came back into room, awkwardly suggesting maybe the room, awkwardly suggesting maybe they should continue this conversation another time when emotions weren't so high. Abigail ignored him, focused entirely on me. She started listing all the things Shed realized over the past 2 weeks. How much she depended on me, how the house felt empty without me, how she couldn't sleep in our bed alone, how Shed never meant to hurt me and would spend the rest of her life making it up to me if it'd just come home. It was the performance of a lifetime. Tears, trembling hands, voice breaking at all the right moments. 2 weeks ago, I might have been moved, might have believed her, but something had changed in me. It spent 14 days thinking about not just what Shed said, but why Shed said it. The contempt that must have been building, the casual cruelty. The person who could laugh at the thought of me alive was not the person I thought I'd married. So I told her the truth. I didn't know if I could ever trust her. Separation papers weren't about punishing her. They were about protecting myself while I figured out if there was anything left to save. She didn't take it well. Started saying I was throwing away 7 years over one stupid comment.